Right. This video is a message to chosen ones. I must present myself. I'm sure you don't know me. My views are basically zero visualizations. It must be for sure, because YouTube doesn't want people know about me. On the opposite, there are channels that they say, I don't know, many things like chosen, like defenders of the truth, fighters of the truth, things like that. And the truth is not exactly that. It's completely different. Usually people that are working with the satanic agenda, which is the new era, new age. So they want the reset to continue with a new era. So this, it's simple. This means continue with the same kind of system, which is basically representative system. So the scheme, and before I continue with this, I present myself, giving you somehow a little idea about what really I am. Well, first, I am the same as you. But I am FC, Fernando Cerqueira, FC, it's simple. So I born 20 years, exactly 20 years after John Wayne in 60. Well, first, I with 6 months, I realized about the code, spirit code, natural law, what we need to respect. And at 3 years, I realized that adults have big problems. And so on. Well, then at 8 or 9, I think 9, I realized it's hurt is paradise. I mean, should be, of course. It's what is meant it to be. But then you see what this brings to me, suffer. And basically, after that, I was in school and suffering with that shit, and then I started when I dreamed things like flying. I started to have nightmares, and so I started to block my pineal gland, my third eye, of course, and so because I couldn't accept that doesn't make sense, and so you see. So my life has been basically suffer. That's it, suffer. And you see, I'm here because someone allowed me. This is shit, of course. Because I left everything I got. I had many things I liked, my hobbies, audio, photography, and so on. Many things, my collections, my doesn't matter. And I left my family, my friends. Why? Well, one of those reasons is because people are more than ever like animals, and so if before was difficult, then was impossible. My last 3 or 4, I'm not sure, doesn't matter. My last works, jobs, or not jobs, works, I wasn't paid. You see? So this is my life. You can't imagine. All my life, basically, I work, and work. Day, night, holidays, every time. Work. For nothing. Work for nothing. That's it. And my health, in misery. I've been taking care as much as possible, and one of those things, the last one, was detect cancer. and immediately I start with a therapy, call it urine therapy. And after 2 months, I told my doctor I wanted to make another exam, and then she looked to the exam and asked me what I was taking. And I said, nothing. You see, I had problems, stomach, well, doesn't matter. The thing is, well, I've been under some help with, the angels and Creator, and a little better, and we'll see what's next. But this is only to introduce the situation. So, I've never accepted the system, never. I've never accepted things like an imposition without any justification. And this is what system is all about. They never justify anything, never. And so this starts basically with school. I had to go to school every day and do that shit and accept the things that I saw clearly that was bullshit. You see, imagine the rest. Well, now I've been fighting all my life since I had the access to this tool, internet. I started with forums, then Facebook, and then YouTube. Facebook closed me the door, shut down my first, then the second, then third, fourth. I can't remember, 4 or 5 I had, and now they don't allow me even to watch what's going on there. So let's see, my path, as you can see in the log, and you can see in the middle is the point. It's this. This is simple. This is simple. Triangle. I already explained in my videos. But triangles represent 2 the spiritual and the matter, which is Divine Trinity, and then the social contract, which is the way to keep things in the world. And this is not representative. No. This is participative. And this is simple. The base, of course, is participation, and the first demand is legitimacy, and then sustainability. So, this is something to explain better in another video. You see, in the middle, I see this like weed, something like that, plant, flower, or mountains, just to represent nature. And in the middle, the point, this is the circle of life on Earth. In the middle, the point represents many things, since North Pole, North Star, 0 point center. The point which is the explanation, the reason, the meaning, see, the law, whether universal law or natural law or human law matter. So you see, this is about, the point is about everything: justice, rightness, and so on. So, you see, I consider myself as, even with this realization, the 12 chakras, and as I consider myself as ground, as the king of paradise. Not this system, not representative. I don't care about this shit. This is shit. You see, I am completely against this shit. I rephrase this. There is the right and the wrong. And one thing more, just to help this. Good is the symbol of the existence, the creation, which means what was created by God. Good. The opposite has two things, different applications. The evil, the spiritual realm, and the bad, the meta realm, which is basically things like bad for your health, bad, and you see. So this representative, the representative, as the name shows immediately, representation is theater, is fraud. You see, it's simple. And so that's why we see things like land as property. You see, people usually don't get it. Usually, I know exactly. I know no one that show that understanding. The land cannot be property. Nature only can be a product of use fruit. We use it, only that. And so this use must pass by an organization, in this case, that, as you can see, what means relation with law. That has to be considered respecting the interests of everybody, and not the particular interest. You see, the particular interest must be taken considering the rest. You see, like the law in itself, to the law to be considered being legitimate, must be accepted as defending the, we can say, general. I mean, it means the everybody's interest, and not only some or one, or doesn't matter. You see? So there is a big mistake here. And the same happens in other things, like money, for instance. Oh, so many people show themselves talking things like the law of attraction and things like that. Oh, you can be rich, you can be millionaire, you can get as much as you want money. You see, people have no idea what they are talking about. Money, it's not something. No. Money is something that relates to this world, which means who has the money, like the land, has everything. You see, so money must be taken as everything else, considering the right limits. You see? So, and talking about limits, exactly what is at stake is the rational thinking. People, rational thinking. Well, you see, another problem is actually this system works on that is around speculation. Speculate with everything, manipulate everything. The will, the system, there is no free will. It's an illusion. They create will in people. They manipulate will on people. You see, so what they do is always manipulation. So the way is always, there is two terms to this guy's situation. One is around the economics, which is publicity. The other around politics is propaganda. And propaganda, it's simple, means like a virus that propages. Oh, virus, I said virus. Oh. I hope they don't take this down. Well, I'm not talking about this virus. So, you see, speculation must go down too. See, it's all about the same. So, I explained this better in other videos. So, this is basically to appeal every chosen to try to join in the same. Everybody has their own path, but understanding that the path is the same. You see, as I said in other video, Mother Earth must be and will be soon paradise. Everything is going to change. Everything. And so you see, in a simple way, this can be shown in like paradise is life, and social contract is what takes care. And this simply show the situation. Care is what we are about. Is God. Care is God. You see why they put people saying things like "I don't care," which is the opposite, which is the worst frequency. It's like the biggest weapon. I am sure you know about this. The despise is terrible. So I was saying, this system is shit. So people need to understand this. No one can live in shit, like shit, be shit, and basically suffer and die. See, so the will, like the belief, people are, of course, victims of that manipulation. But that cannot be an excuse. Like the belief. Belief is the biggest satanic weapon. That's why everything is to be served to be believed and obeyed, of course. They never justify nothing. That's why. So, the belief is something that only serves in truth one thing, which is the faith. And that has nothing to do with this shit, the religions, whatever. This is about the consciousness, about the what is or can be or should be, you know. So we need to make people understand that they cannot no longer sustain their action, their whatever ideas, whatever, their action on belief or whatever it may be, because that doesn't justify a thing. See? So we need to demand the rightness, because it's a matter of duty. It's very simple. People must understand to get the right, whatever, speak or whatever. To get the right, before that, they must obey to the duty, which is, of course, be rightness, be, you see. So there is no excuse. People cannot continue under excuse, speculation. Oh, see. So this is our fight. Paradise must be constructed and defended, of course. And there is no two ways. There is life, and that's it. Not this. This is shit, not life. This is the opposite. This is destruction. Paradise is such a contract that construct and defend what is about life, rightness, justice, everything. And many things must change and will be, like creating new species and so on. They destroyed so many things. Well, I think it's enough. It's a bit long now, but so keep well. Bye.